Hello, Leo, and thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. This is going to be your November love spread, so let's get into it. Now, the first spread I'm going to do is just a general energy. Then I will focus on singles and then couples. Now, for those of you singles that are only going to be watching the single portion, there is something that I want to show you at the end of this video, so just fast forward after the reading and check it out, okay? So let's get into it. What is happening with the sign of Leo for love, November 2017? The sign of Leo for love, 2017. All right. Okay, so the energy that you guys have for this reading is the Judgment card upright. So there's a situation here where there may have been devastation on your end or, someone else's end that you may have been dealing with. So either you're sad about something or they're sad about something, maybe it's collective. But you had to make a good call here, okay? And the judgment that you made, that made it the correct judgment could have been something that had you, feeling sad, feeling a loss. But, getting into the cards, the first card we have is the Nine of Wands in reverse. So there's something here that you guys, are choosing to give up on because things just got way too chaotic. Things got out of control. And if there's something that you're waiting on, maybe it didn't come back into you, or maybe there's someone waiting on you and you chose not to fulfill their sense of desire in a sense. Okay? We have the Eight of Pentacles where I feel like you guys are just really working hard through the secrets that came out, trying to come to a place where you're healing, trying to come to a place of understanding, with where you are right now within your love life. Okay? So let's hop right into this and see what's going on for each set of you, singles and couples. All right, so what is going on for Leo singles, November 2017 for love? What is happening with Leo singles, November 2017 for love? Okay. Sorry if you guys hear that. There's a train not too far from my house. Okay. Let's see what's happening with Leo singles. Okay, so the energy you guys have for this reading is the Judgment card in the reverse, okay? So a little bit different from the general energy, but let's see how this all ties in together. Behind that, we have the Five of Cups in the reverse. So there could have been bad judgment that was made here, but it's like you're getting over anything that could have caused you a loss. And it's like you're listening to your intuition now and seeing a situation clearly for what it is. Now, the first card that you guys have for the past is the Nine of Wands. So with the Nine of Wands, there's a situation here that you're really putting a lot of work and effort into. And there's that sense of tiredness, but you're still there. And, the effort that you're putting towards something, you feel good. You feel victorious about this thing. And you're trying to do everything in your power to avoid conflict with the Five of Swords in the reverse. Now, moving forward, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is a new start that you guys are having. The reason why I love the Ace of Pentacles as a start for love is because this is something that is going to be the slowest start, okay? But there's going to be a lot of groundwork when it comes to the foundation that you're building. And when we take our times getting into something, there's a much higher chance of this, situation being something that's going to last a long time. All right, we have the Star card in the reverse. So with the Star card in the reverse, there could have been a new start that maybe you wanted, that you lost hope that it would happen, or you lost faith in it. And we have the Fool card in the reverse. Okay, so you're trying really, really hard to get through a situation. You don't want any conflict, and you're feeling good. You're feeling like this is something that, you're going to be able to attain in a sense. But you start something, and then right away it's like, wait, hold on, no, this is not going to work out. So something happens here where you're looking at this completely different. And I feel like something suddenly happened because you went from feeling very good to leaving the person, and it's just such a drastic, like one after the other change. but you choose to turn your back on this person, and you're really stuck in your head about something that may have happened. And with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, you know, something bad may have happened that you just really weren't expecting, especially if any of you were dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Now, the next card you guys have for the past is the Magician in the reverse. So with the Magician in the reverse, this is a sense of you guys, you know, being manipulated or manipulating somebody else. And with the Emperor, I feel like there's someone who's trying to come off as high and mighty, as somebody who can be trusted, somebody that you can, you know, confide in, but there's something that this person is trying to manipulate you with. Maybe they sense how powerful they are in your eyes, or maybe you sense how powerful you are towards somebody else, and, you know, you're trying to take advantage, or maybe they're trying to take advantage. But there's an offer here that you don't accept. And it could just be you guys looking at a manipulator and saying, you know what, no, I've been through this before. I know how this ends. I do not accept your offer. Okay? There's just too much conflict there. Now, in your present moment, the first card that you guys have is the Seven of Swords. So with the Seven of Swords, this is secrets, this is lies, this is deception, somebody, you know, creeping around. There could be someone that you're trying to build with, but there could be a sense of not knowing everything. So, you know, right now, in this current moment, you just want to make sure you're doing a lot of research and taking your time to get to know somebody before jumping, you know, head first into this. And with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, you know, there could have been someone that you're trying to build with, but because of secrets here, you could have stopped talking to this person. Again, it's coming up that it could possibly be an air sign, or it could be someone that was kind of emotionally detached from the situation, or it could be you guys taking on this energy and saying, you know what, I'm cutting this out because it's just not serving me. The next card that you guys have is the Two of Swords in the reverse. So it's like you made that decision to let go of this, to move away with the Six of Swords. All right? It just didn't, things didn't transpire the way that you expected. Okay? Death card here. So you're ending the situation, going into a new chapter in your life. Because it was just too toxic. Okay, and with the King of Cups here, it could have been a water sign that you guys were dealing with that was very toxic. It could have even been a Capricorn with the Devil card here. Okay, but whoever this is or whatever situation this is, I feel like there was an emotional investment that you had in this person, but you know, it's just something that you have to let go, and that's what you do, because in the future we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, which is you really guarding yourself against the situation and this person. Okay, Three of Cups in the reverse. So you could have guarded yourself because you could have come to the realization that you were part of a third-party situation. And with the Hanged Man, you're kind of in limbo. It's like you're guarding yourself, but you're not necessarily moving forward to anything else. Okay, now at this point, there could be an earth sign that comes in, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Okay, and it's like you could be wanting this new start where you're cutting out all the bullshit from the past, and this could be someone who really has the potential to make you happy. And it's like, you know, if there's any pain that you went through in the past, with the Justice card here, karma's going to come back around, but in a beneficial way towards you, especially if you have to endure any sort of tough situation. Okay. So you have the Ace of Swords, you have the Moon card. Let me get one more card here. Ooh. And the Strength card. So there could have been secrets here, but you guys are cutting out what didn't serve you, and you're finding your strength again, okay? This is your card here coming out. And the last card you guys have is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is a sense of patience. This is a sense of you guys waiting for something, seeing how it's going to develop. But, you know, you have to stop working on something, and you have to turn your back. There's someone that you have to walk away from before going into this new beginning that you have. All right, you have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. And the Seven of Cups in the reverse. There's someone here that you're dropping. You know, you're choosing to be single throughout this. And it could have been, you know, you have Eric showing up here. So, again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it's like you drop somebody and you just choose to be patient when it comes to your love life. But this person could be very upset with you, okay, with the Knight of Swords in the reverse. You know, they could be feeling very reckless because of the decision that you made. Or maybe you guys made this decision very quickly and maybe it was just a very rash decision that you guys made if you're taking on that energy. Okay. Now let's see what is going on with Leo couples. Okay. What is happening for Leo couples? What is going on with Leo couples? November 2017. Leo couples, November 2017. Okay. So the energy that you guys have is the Temperance card in the reverse. So with the Temperance card in the reverse, there's a situation here that's leaving you a little bit imbalanced. And with the Eight of Pentacles, you're really just trying to work towards it because, you know, you're passionate about it. Okay, with you guys coming up as a Knight of Wands, and it's like you're showing this person that you're passionate about it. But there may be a sense of heartbreak here or a sense of disappointment that comes in. And with the Empress card in the reverse, it kind of puts a delay on something that you're trying to get to. But with the Ace of Cups, some of you may be having this new emotionally fulfilling start, possibly with the water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, so let's get into this and see what's going on. So the first card you guys have for your past is the Hermit card in the reverse. So with the Hermit card in the reverse, there's a situation here that you've put a lot of thought into. You know, something that you're just trying to understand. Maybe a situation here that you are trying to master. And, you know, with the Hermit card being in the reverse, now you feel ready to move forward. Now you feel like you have the information that you may have been looking for. And with the Four of Cups in the reverse, there was an offer here that was accepted. Okay? And whatever offer this was that was accepted, it's something that was going to change. Well, it's something that did change your life tremendously. Now, anytime the Tower card comes out, it's inevitable, the change that's coming. Okay, so there's really nothing you can do. It's something that the universe is going to push on you whether you want it or not. It could be a good change, it could be a bad change. But in this case, you guys made the good judgment to move away from somebody. And with the Six of Swords in the reverse, this was not easy for you guys to do. Okay, but it's something that was going to make you feel stronger, more powerful. Okay, so you letting go of this person, this loss that you guys may have gone through, I just feel like it's something that you have to do in order to restabilize yourself again. Okay, with the King of Cups in the reverse, some of you may have been dealing with a water sign or just somebody who's being promiscuous here. Someone who's very charming, charismatic, someone who people naturally just like. But it's like they weren't being 100% with you. And this could also be you guys taking on this energy. We have the King of Pentacles here. And the Devil card in the reverse. So, for some of you, you know, I feel like you're trying to be as direct as possible. And there's secrets here that came out where you may have been feeling a loss. But I feel that you guys may have dropped somebody that was just not being honest with you. Or maybe if you weren't being honest with this person, they dropped you. And you guys are removing yourself, you know, from this toxic situation. Now, with the King of Pentacles here, you could have either been going towards an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this could be you, you know, dropping something that was toxic and moving towards a place that now you're going to be very, very stable. Okay, you could be in a place where it's like you just want to think long term. The King of Pentacles is going to be the most stable character in the tarot deck. Okay, so that's the one that you could really rely on. So either you're going into that energy, or you could be dropping someone and going towards somebody who has that energy. All right, now in your present moment, you have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So anything that was being done in the dark is coming to light at this point. Someone's getting caught with shadiness. But because of the secret that comes out, you're able to build a foundation. And you're able to stabilize yourself. Okay, we have the Five of Cups. Okay, so with the Five of Cups, a secret came out. You don't feel good about it, but I feel like it's just information that you may have needed to move forward from the situation. Okay? So it may have sucked finding out whatever this was, but now you can build yourself again. Now you have the answer that you may have been looking for. Okay? And although you're frustrated with what you found out, it's like you're standing your ground with the fact that you're not going to do it, and you're working the best you can to get over any betrayals that may have happened here. King of Wands, again, you're coming up with your energy in the upright. So you're getting over the situation. You're finding your strength again. You're realizing that you just weren't seeing eye to eye with this person or situation. And you're getting out of your head about anything that may have made you feel stuck. All right, we have the Lover's card in the reverse. You let it go. You let it, all these negative thoughts that you had that were holding you back from leaving the situation. You're finally just realizing that you're dealing with somebody who is fake. Or maybe you guys were the fake one towards this other person, but I feel like there's a clarity here that, is the catalyst to a fallout that you guys are going to have, or that you're having in this present moment. Okay, and everything you're doing is in order to avoid conflict. Now, moving into the future, the first card we have is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So this is, again, just a continuation of you guys letting this connection go because of an injustice that may have happened. Maybe somebody cheated. Maybe someone did something that just wasn't right. Okay, and there's conflict over the fact that you're having to leave the situation. Okay, but I feel like you guys stopped reaching out to this person in a passionate or romantic way. The next card we have is the High Priestess in the reverse. So with the High Priestess in the reverse, you're still, going to be someone who's very intuitive, where you're able to see a situation for what it is. But with the High Priestess in the reverse, there could be red flags that you're ignoring. Okay? Just not wanting to see it for what it is. And we have the Ace of Cups here. So the Ace of Cups is a new emotionally gratifying start where you're able to move on. So, towards the end of this month, I do see a possible new start for you guys. But you're still really going to be in your head about things. And with the High Priestess in the reverse, you have to make sure that you're really thinking things out, saying it for what it is, and making the best decisions. Because, when we're not listening to our gut, we can get ourselves into trouble. Okay? There's something here that ended, but there's something new that's coming in. But for some of you, if there is something new that's coming in, maybe you're not ready for it, because I feel like it's something that's going to transpire quickly, but I think it's going to transpire quickly in the sense that it may blow up. Okay? With the Chariot card in the reverse, this is things feeling chaotic. This is you feeling like you have no control over the situation. Two of Cups in the reverse. You're still thinking about this fallout. You're still thinking about this breakup. Okay? And you're guarding yourself from it. Okay? With the Page of Pentacles, I just feel like you guys aren't putting any more effort into it. And if you did try to put effort into it, it didn't get you your desired outcome. Okay? Yeah. Even if something new is being presented, my advice to you guys is make sure that you really heal from whatever you may have walked away from, because you don't want to be in a situation that you're bringing this energy into a new relationship, because it's going to start off with a terrible foundation, and you don't want cracks in your foundation. That's how buildings fall, okay? Now, what I wanted to show you guys, I have an aunt of mine that I consider her a sister because she's about 5-6 years older than me, and we basically grew up together. But her fiance is, he's been writing for a while, and he just came out with his second book, which is a book composed of short poems. So the name of this book is In the Kingdom of the Crow by Daniel Raven. It's available on Amazon, and for any of you that are into poetry or into short poems, just any sort of written words that really, really make you think, this is an amazing read. The moment it came in the mail, it's something that I just sat down with my cup of coffee, and I knocked it out right away. And, for those who are really into short poems, I don't feel that this is a book that you're going to fully grasp if you read it just one time. Okay, I feel like you have to read it a few times, because there's poems in here that just get me so emotional and just really make you think. And it's like, you're looking at it like, okay, what did he mean by that? So grab your dictionaries and, open your minds. But this is going to be a super good read for those of you who get it. Now, I did want to read you guys a small little excerpt. Okay, so these desperate oaths, hollow hallowed rituals, rancid relics of the past. As this eternal night endures, it sees with a quietness, solemn as a church, deadly as a sorrow. Okay, so guys, this stuff gets really deep. So it's definitely something that is going to exercise your mind. But okay, check it out. I'll leave everything in the description. But for those of you who have been commenting, liking, subscribing to my channel, thank you so much. You know, just the support that you guys give me, it gives me the mojo to keep going, especially for those of you who have been donating to the channel, getting personal readings. That is what enables me to stay home and be able to do readings. And if it wasn't for that, you know, I'd have to go out and get like a 60-hour-a-week job just to, you know, keep everything going. So thank you guys for those who have been trusting me with your own personal issues and trusting me to guide you throughout, you know, things that you go through. But other than that, I love you guys, and I will be back in a few days with your mid-month readings. Take care.